If you're thinking about selling your home in today's shifting real estate market, there are three big factors that you're going to need to consider to get the most amount of money for your home. The first thing that you should consider is how you're going to price your home. The housing market shifted towards the end of 2022 as mortgage rates increased and buyer demand slowed down. And as a seller, you're going to need to recognize that the housing market is very, very different than it was 6 or 7 months ago, and you're going to need to price your home accordingly. One great way to do this is to not only take a look at what homes have sold for in the past 6 or 7 months, but also take a look at what's currently pending and what's on the market. If they've been sitting there for over the median number of days on market, which in this area right now it's 19 days, then they're probably overpriced. But you're gonna wanna price your home in line with that competition or slightly under it if it looks like they're overpriced. So use those active listings that you're gonna be competing against for a buyer and price your home accordingly. If you price your home too high, you run the chance of becoming a stale listing and not being able to sell your home for what it's really worth. The second biggest factor is to keep your emotions out of the sale. Treat it like a business transaction. You know, the National Association of Realtors came out with a study that shows that homeowners are staying in their home much longer than they used to. It used to be 5 years, and it's actually doubled where the average homeowner is staying in their home for 10 years. 10 years is a lot of time to develop an emotional attachment to a home, especially if it's your first home or it's a home that you've raised a family in. It feels like every room has memories, and it's going to be difficult to detach yourself from that sentimental value. But potential buyers aren't going to be able to see or pay for that sentimental value. I've told several of my sellers that I can market and sell a house, no problem whatsoever, but I can't market and sell a home because a home is where your memories are. But you may also become blind to the minor or even major issues that a home buyer is going to find during an inspection. That sentimental value is going to make it much more difficult for you to negotiate those repairs and price. That's why I always recommend that you hire a professional real estate agent to handle those negotiations for you so that they can see your home objectively without those emotions. For those of you who don't know me or haven't seen one of my videos, my name is Shaun. I'm a real estate agent here in the Columbia, South Carolina Midlands with Exp Realty. So if you're thinking about selling a home in the South Carolina Midlands, whether that's Lexington or Richland County, I'd appreciate the opportunity to interview for the job to show you how you can get the most amount of money for your home. The last thing that you should consider is smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And as a thank you, here's a picture of my 2 dogs, Rogue and Copper. The third thing that you should consider is staging the home properly. While you may absolutely love the decor you've chosen from the home, it may not appeal to the most number of buyers. That's why it's absolutely vital that you set your home up to make that great first impression and appeal to the most number of buyers in your community. The right arrangement can move you into a higher price point and help your buyers fall in love the moment they walk through the front door. Buyers would want to envision themselves in this property and envision themselves living here. They may need to see themselves in this place with their decor and furniture and not necessarily your family pictures. You also don't want to make the mistake of moving all of your stuff out and leaving the home empty, because many buyers find it very difficult to picture what a room would look like with furniture in it and compare the size of the area. If you're considering selling your home here in the South Carolina Midlands, I encourage you to click the link in the description and book a free moving strategy call so we can position your home to sell in the quickest amount of time and for the most amount of money. And if you want to learn more about how to price your home the right way, you should watch this video next.